Hold on to your seats because Shedeur Sanders just set Cleveland on fire without throwing a single pass. Not a touchdown, not a leaked practice bomb, just one Instagram like, and the Browns' bye week turned into a quarterback crisis with sirens blaring. The timing could not be louder. The team's coming off that brutal embarrassment in New England. Fans tuning out, talk radio melting down, Mike Vrabel taking shots, reports that Jimmy Haslam wants changes, and Dylan Gabriel looking like the stage swallowed him whole. In that exact storm, Shedeur sees a local blogger's post saying he should start after the bye, taps the heart, and walks away. No caption, no rant, no shade, just a precise little digital flare that says, "I see it, I'm ready, your move." In Cleveland, that subtlety hits like a stick of dynamite. Within hours, ESPN Cleveland is dissecting the like as if it's Zapruder film. Fans split between finally start the rookie and please not another QB circus. Analysts begin asking what it means for Gabriel, for Kevin Stefanski, for the entire franchise arc. And Shedeur, he keeps scrolling calm as ice, letting the city do the talking. That's the difference with him. He understands modern media. In a league where pressers and platitudes drown out everything, a single tap says the quiet part. He hasn't checked out. He's been paying attention and he's prepared. But to grasp why that like detonated, you have to rewind to how Cleveland got so tangled in the first place. Draft day, Stefanski gets his guy in the 3rd round, Dylan Gabriel, a system quarterback tailor-made for the playbook. Then the 5th round comes and Shedeur Sanders, who many had mocked in the late 1st to early 2nd, falls into Andrew Berry's lap after elite production at Colorado. Approximately 69% completions through constant punishment, accuracy under fire, poised decision-making with 94 sacks absorbed behind a tissue paper line. Berry pulls the trigger for pure value, and right there, the fissure opens. The coach already has his pick. The GM grabs another because the board demands it. Power dynamics lock in, and everything we've seen since looks like fallout. Cleveland names Shedeur the backup after the Joe Flacco shuffle, then refuses to give him a single first-team rep. Not one. That's almost unheard of, especially for a sinking team at 2-6. Preseason handling was clunky, contradictory, and, as multiple local voices admitted, weird and dysfunctional. They kept 4 QBs, traded for Kenny Pickett, and instantly traded him away. Then installed Shedeur as QB2 on paper while treating him like QB4 in practice. And if Gabriel is truly the best chance to win, why does the offense look this flat? If Shedeur is the official backup, why is he stuck throwing to scout team bodies? The only coherent explanation is a tug-of-war between the front office and the headset, with the rookie wedged in the middle. That New England beating was the breaking point. Gabriel checked down like a metronome. The offense felt scared, and even Vrabel couldn't resist needling Stefanski. The stadium started chanting for Shedeur. Social feeds begged for a spark. National chatter went from "be patient" to "why is the better talent marinating on the bench?" Which is exactly why the timing of that Instagram like was savage and perfect. Right in the evaluation window of a bye, with reports that ownership wants real changes and whispers that a post-bye pivot could be on the table. Tap, boom. The local discussion immediately got interesting. Multiple hosts conceded there's clear misalignment inside the building. The contradictions from spring to now don't make football sense unless different rooms are protecting different bets. And then came the most intriguing thread. If the Browns do hand the keys to Shedeur after the bye, they might not announce it until the Friday before the Jets game. 2 full weeks to build the install around his traits, let him get live timing with starters, and give a rookie debut controlled context. New York is wobbly, the pressure's lower on the road than a home unveiling, and you get a bye plus a full prep week to tailor the script. That part matters. You don't drop a precision and poised quarterback into a failing call sheet and call it fair. You weaponize his strengths, quick game with teeth, aggressive intermediate in-breakers, layered shot concepts, off-max protect, and design movement to punish edge pressure. That's where Tommy Rees comes in. Training camp clips already showed an easy rhythm between OC and rookie. Rees coaching details on progression speed, hash to boundary timing, and when to hit the escape hatch with purpose. He's publicly hinted the problem isn't Shedeur's readiness so much as whether coaches put him in plus situations. If Rees is driving the script, this offense can finally stop asking a cautious passer to fake explosives and start asking an anticipatory thrower to light fuses. Quick pause. If you've been riding with breakdowns like this, tap like so more Browns fans see what's actually happening, not just the press conference spin. Back to the chessboard. The genius of Shedeur's is that it's assertive without being insubordinate. Number. Trade requests, no finger pointing, just a signal. I hear the city, I'm ready, I belong. It nudges every layer. Coaches get reminded the locker room and fan base can feel who pops. Ownership sees that the temperature is boiling. Teammates hear, I'm about it when called, not, I'm bigger than the room. Fans feel seen, and that matters in a building starved for honesty. It's also very Sanders. The name carries swagger, but the Suns applying it in the 2025 playbook. Control the message without feeding the circus. Cleveland's already all in emotionally. They're buying the gear, defending him online, and showing up hoping to glimpse first-team reps. Those in-stadium chants were not a mirage, they were a referendum. And that's the other undercurrent. Shedeur is built for the chaos Cleveland keeps serving. At Colorado, he played elegant football in a bar fight, standing in, processing under duress, ripping with placement, even knowing the hit was coming. That's translatable, especially behind an NFL line that won't always be pretty. Compare that to Gabriel, whose numbers and confidence seem to wilt when the rush gets home. One profile attacks all levels with audacity and accuracy. The other is fighting not to lose the snap. If we're being honest, the talent gap and stylistic fit have been obvious. What's kept the depth chart frozen is politics, not performance. The forces the conversation back where it belongs. There's also the calendar. The Browns are 2-6 with a bye, then a Jets defense that's been inconsistent. 2 weeks is ample to flip the install. Tempo packages with controlled aggression, mirrored concepts to cut read time, flood variations to punish quarters, sprint/half rolls that cut the field and buy vision windows. Plus, designed check-with-mes that let Shedeur attack leverage instead of throwing into it. Give him a firm RB in protection, a hot plan that's real, and 2 early defined shots to keep the safety honest. It's not complicated, it's committed. Meanwhile, the human piece is lining up. Reports keep praising his prep film, verbiage, protections, scout team intensity. Rees has vouched for the work. The not ready thing reads like cover for internal stubbornness, not reality. And the city is a tailwind, not a headwind. When he takes that field, whenever it is, Cleveland will lift, not tense. For a rookie debut, that matters more than most folks admit. If you're getting value here, a quick subscribe keeps these deep dives coming the second news breaks post by. So what happens next? Option A, Stefanski swallows pride, green lights Rees to tailor the script, and announces late in the week to keep the Jets guessing coverage tells. Option B, ownership leans quietly and says, we drafted a franchise piece, play him. Option C, they double down on Gabriel, test the fan base's patience, and tie the season to a ceiling everybody has already seen. Only one of those options keeps the locker room, the crowd, and the future aligned. The smartest version starts Shedeur against the Jets, calls an aggressive but quarterback-friendly game, and lives with the learning curve. Best case, he hits and you've uncovered your direction. Worst case, he grows on real tape instead of wasting weeks watching. Either way, it beats slow, bleeding credibility. Credit to Shedeur for the tightrope walk. He's built public momentum without throwing teammates or staff under the bus. No fractures, no leaks, just readiness. That's how you enter a huddle with buy-in, and the buy-in is forming. Veterans can tell who elevates segments of practice. Defenders can feel ball placement and timing that stress leverage. You don't have to be named the starter for guys to recognize we can win with that, which loops us back to the It wasn't a troll. It was a temperature check. The fans are right to demand a spark. The rookie is ready to be it. The organization has a window that won't stay open long. Cleveland has the perfect inflection point. Humiliation in Foxborough, a bye to reset, a winnable opponent, a fan base begging for courage, and a rookie who just reminded everyone he's present, prepared, and poised. The franchise that often outsmarts itself now has a simple choice. Keep protecting egos and a draft board, or protect the season. You already know the right answer. One more soft reminder, hit the bell so you don't miss the Friday depth chart tea leaves, because if the Browns slow roll the announcement, that's when it'll surface. Bottom line, the evidence points one way. Start Shedeur after the bye, build the plan around what he does best, trust Rees to call it, accept the bumps and chase the ceiling. Cleveland's been waiting for a quarterback who doesn't flinch under noise. The kid just made noise with a whisper. Drop your thoughts below. Does the IG like mean it's time? And what should the first 15 plays look like to get him rolling? Like, subscribe, and stay locked, because whether the Browns finally get out of their own way or not, this is about to be the wildest quarterback chapter of the season. And when the snap finally finds number 14, we'll be here grading every read, every throw, and every decision the press conference won't.